Hi everyone and welcome to part 1 of my God of War 3 Remastered no upgrades walkthrough, or playthrough, excuse me. So we are at the very beginning of the game, Hades. I'm going to be opening this chest, now that I think about it better. You see, not those chests, but I'm going to be opening red ore chest just as a way to show you how many orbs do I have in certain parts of the game, that there is no way that I could have them without upgrading something. Because I've been recording a lot and just kind of forgot about putting. In some videos I put it, I think, the videos I remember, but the game is so smooth and it plays almost without loading times that I forgot to mark the end of each videos in my mind and show you that I'm not upgrading the weapons. But really, I will have no real reason to lie about that, because this is in no way to kinda show myself as a great God of War player, because I'm not. I played all of God of Wars, all of the games since the PlayStation 1, and but I never really done an upgrade run, or I played them a lot. I played them in the hardest difficulties, but I never did something like this before. So I'm in no way a super awesome God of War player, and I might fail this because I might reach some kind of battle when I just can't go on. So you're gonna notice some edits. There was one back there because I saved it. If I edit something, it's going to be because cutscenes or checkpoints or some kind of edit. There, I show you level 1 Blaze of Exiles. I don't have any more weapons, and this is not even the end of the video. So yeah, as you can see, me showing you the menu on each of the end of the videos is not gonna work. There, I edit a cutscene. All cutscenes, as I said, are going to be edited, and more importantly, well, if Athena lets me speak, there we go. I'm going to be editing all the deaths, which surprisingly I've died a lot already. This is really hard. This is harder than I imagined, because I already died a lot and this is the beginning of the game. So this is going to be really interesting. So I never liked these parts. I have to be honest. I think the traversal fighting of the God of Wars, the chains that are not a lot present. I think this is the only chain fight in the entire game, and I think they finally got it right that we don't like it. I mean, at least in my opinion, I don't really like it. There are a lot of traversal fighting in God of War 1 and 2 especially, and I guess they finally understood that we don't really like it. So then I'm just pressing circle to grab them and throw them away, but I almost died in this part. So you already can see the difficulty, because you're not supposed to die here. I mean, you're really not supposed to die here at all. So another thing, most of the checkpoints in the game are fair, and I already mentioned this, but I'm going to mention it a bit because it deserves it. These games have awesome checkpoints. There is one after each fight, and there's even checkpoints between fights. I mean, this video is going to end in the Three Churches fight, and that fight after each phase has a checkpoint, an individual checkpoint. You would think, why would they put a checkpoint there? It's not that big of a deal, right? But they checkpointed each phase, so it's not really easy. It doesn't make the game easier, but it's really considerate to gamers. because I came out from playing Devil May Cry 4 and those ancient checkpoints of that game to play this marvel, because this game is a fucking marvel. And I just realized how amazing the checkpoints are, because as I said, they are placed in a way that don't disturb the difficulty of the game. They just allow you to get more quickly again into the fight that you fail, and that's fucking amazing. That's really great. So in here I'm going to mainly be using these ladies as a ways to petrify all of the other enemies, because they do an attack that petrified you. But if you do that exactly, but when they throw the green laser, when you parry, that's the word, fucking shit, you will petrify all the enemies. Since I'm not using, excuse me, the relics, because this is the first time that I'm playing Chaos difficulty immediately after Titan. And since when you find the relics, there is one that allows you to do the quick times. I mean, it allows the game to do the quick times for you, which it would really be awesomely good to make this run a little more comfortable, because I hate fucking quick time events. I mean, who likes them, right? I mean, I have to be honest. Just if you're someone who likes the quick time event, just please comment I like and put I like quick time events. Just do it, because I have the theory in my head that no one likes quick time events, no one at all. And I played games that are basically huge quick time events, like Shenmue 1 and 2, and this other game, what was it called? Oh my god, the PlayStation 1, the one that is raining all the fucking time. That is basically a graphic adventure with quick time events. It's not a Telltale game. Heavy Rain, that's it, that's the one. Sorry for the spontaneous commentary, but I kind of like this kind of commentary. So, whatever. As you see me, I'm going to be opening a red chest of red orbs. We're going to be getting the Bow of Apollo in this section. And I'm going to talk a little about the moves that I kind of use. I use a lot of the grab that kind of sends you like a bull against the other enemies. Is the grab, is the circle and the square button, because it's really useful, and it's going to be useful in key parts in the game. But that move is really useful, but I'm not gonna spam it, because I really like this game, and I'm trying to not be as cheesy as possible. Although, as I stated before, if something really works and really makes the part easier, I can't in my mind not use it, because even though this is not a guide, I would like that I would like to feature techniques that are really useful. So if there's a part that some technique makes that part really easier, I'm going to use it. That's it. As I said, this is now a show off. So we're gonna be seeing a Cerberus here. I think it's a Cerberus. I don't remember really the name, but it's an enemy that we fought in God of War 2. So you have to remember that if you are a God of War enthusiast or not, when you see me like blocking there and I glow like white, I just did a parry. And the parry is here without upgrading the Blades of Chaos, the main weapon of Kratos in this third game. if you don't, you get the parry, but you don't get any advantage of it. If you upgrade it, you get a counter attack after the parry that does damage. But since I'm not gonna upgrade the blades, I'll just do parries and they have no real usage in the game. But projectiles I can parry, as I said with the Medusas, when they do the stone gaze. If I can parry those, and I can parry essentially all projectiles thrown at me. Those I can parry, but melee attacks I can't. So this is the Bow of Apollo. I'm going to be using this as a sort of secondary best weapon in the game, because it's really good. It's really good, even unupgraded. And as you can see, I get hit by the very least of enemies. It's really easy to die in this difficulty with no upgrades. Really easy. You just need a couple of hits and you're dead. So I guess I could talk a little before we get to the Three Churches fight, which is the hardest part of this of at least these couple of fights, of the beginning fights. I guess I could talk a little about the Remastered edition. As I said before in the previous video, I think this is the laziest remaster I've seen this year, or the laziest remaster. Yeah, that's right. I've seen this year easily. Santa Monica really, they didn't fucked up, because I don't want to say they fucked up, because oh my god, the game is so incredible. I mean, it's so fun to play, even after all these years, and even after I played it for so many times. It's just great to have it on the PS4 and to be able to play it whenever I like it. It's just great. But I have to wonder, what the fuck was Santa Monica remaking? I mean, they just pumped the resolution and they pumped the 60 FPS, which I think I kind of got it wrong, because there are a lot of people commenting that apparently God of War 3 on the PS3 had unlocked FPS. That means that in some rooms it could actually come to 60 FPS in the PS3 version. Now I have no fucking idea, but I don't remember it being so smooth of a game in the PS3. I remember when having a lot of enemies on screen and doing certain attacks, it will slow down considerably, and it doesn't do it now. So either way, if that's true, I guess this is a better version anyway. So this part is really hard, and it's hard for the wrong reason. You have to really use the invisible frames when you grab. Like right there, you have invisible frames. When you grab, you see there, they hit really hard. So when you grab them, you have iframes. When you grab it in the air, like that right there, you don't. So if you get hit in the air, you're gonna get hit. That's redundant. So, oh my god. So yeah, I do it anyways because I like juggling enemies, but I guess I'm going to find some certain part more difficult than others when I didn't find them hard at all in previous difficulties. So that's all because of the no upgrade run. So what was I saying? Yeah, the remastered. It's just they didn't add any difficulty, which would have been interesting. I mean, chaos is really hard, but it's not at all that hard. I mean, if you are upgrading, don't get me wrong, it's really hard anyways. But they could have done I don't know. I can think of a lot of things. They could have done a leaderboards included. And watch this. This is, I don't know what this is. For the life of me, I swear I was doing I mean, the control here wouldn't just... Kratos wouldn't grab the fucking corner. Look at this. And I have to say... I have to say, guys, this never happened to me before. Unless when I'm fucking recording like this, right? It never happened before on PS3. And it never happened to me before in the previous difficulty that I have to go through. But if I'm recording, right, it has to happen. So, there you go. So, yeah, I was just imagining all the things that they could have included in this remastered version. And a new difficulty, leaderboards for the challenges and for the main story, why not? Some sort of leaderboards for speed running and for difficulty and for all sorts of things. I don't really understand why they didn't include anything at all. I mean, is this except oh my fucking god, can I speak today? Is this exact same fucking game with slight better graphics? As I said, in some places like this, it really sees better graphics. It really shows, but in some other parts it's just as shitty as it was in PS3. The 60 FPS is they really show themselves. So whatever. I just had a blank mind. I have to step on this thing, and oh, I guess I didn't edit this but I did edit the majority of the cutscenes. So we're gonna be fighting this 3-phase fight, and it's not really that hard unless the second and third phase. So we're going to be fighting this 3-phase fight. It's not really that hard. Maybe the second and third, especially the third part, are some way difficult because you have Medusas and bulls, but they are not called bulls. The Minotaurs. That's right. I guess they are Minotaurs. They look like Minotaurs, and this is a mythological game, so I guess they are Minotaurs. So whatever. This third part, you have to kill the dudes before they get grabbed by the hands. You don't have a fail status really. And be careful because these hands actually slap you really hard. I mean, yeah, so be careful when approaching the hands. It's better if you do the plume attack. This is like 6 buttons or 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can count it. 1, 2. Wow. If I can do it completely. 1, 2. No. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5. It has to be 6, I think. I think there are 6. So it is probably the strongest attack in the game. You can get a little health pack from doing this, as you can see. Yeah, it has to be 6. So, yeah, I mean, no difficulties unlocked. That really bothered me. Like having to go through Titan to get to Chaos difficulty after all these years. Again, why? There is no new game plus in this game. There is no continuity between difficulties. So why wouldn't they have it unlocked? So you could have both options, right? For people who already played the game before. So that's really inconsiderate. And then we have, again, this was already in God of War 3 on the PS3, but I'm going to complain about it because I just couldn't complain it before because I hadn't. I mean, I I never did a guide about God of War 3, so I couldn't complain about it. You have all the costumes available, the DLC costumes for Kratos, but the thing is, when you put on a costume, any costume, you disable the trophies, because the costumes have certain abilities, like triple damage, and you receive triple damage, and double the orbs, and triple the orbs, and that's a really fucking bad decision, if I may ask. Not about disabling the trophies themselves, because who the fuck cares about trophies after going through chaos, right? Because you don't even get a trophy for going through chaos. Did you know that? I mean, maybe if you don't play the game, you didn't know. But you really don't get a trophy for finishing the game on chaos difficulty. So that's fucked up. So who the fucking cares about the costumes? But the thing is, they give you advantages, so you can really wear them. I love to wear a costume, so this can look different. But they just, all of them give you some kind of advantage or disadvantage. So fuck it. I mean, they could have fixed the costumes. They could have made the costumes just be an aesthetic kind of difference. So it will be really fun to use them, just to have something different in the game. But whatever, we can use them. So as you're going to see, I'm going to use this Medusa's green like this to freeze the Minotaurs and the other enemies. It's called Stone Gaze. I'm going to use it again, or we are already done. No, I have to use it again. Yeah, I was going to get fucked up there, so I had to use magic there. Here we go. See how easy this battle gets when you use this. There we go again. So we are about to go through this battle, and we are about to be finished with part 1, guys. So I guess I'll continue to complain about this remastered edition in the next video. I don't have much more to say actually, but I would like to talk about Naughty Dog and how they know how to fucking do remakes, and Santa Monica just doesn't, or they didn't feel like it. So this was good fun, guys, and we'll see each other in part 2. Take care.